Okay, guys, I have some cool stuff to share with you. I'm talking to Soda. He said, we had a huge debate about SSF versus GSF, solo self-found versus guild self-found. And he said we all ended on guild self-found. So that's what he just told me. If that's what the majority of people wanted, yeah. We'll see what happens though. Okay, so this is, Soda sent me this over the weekend. This is the coolest thing, bro. Check this out, guys. This is World of Warcraft. Proximity voice add-on in World of Warcraft for Onlyfangs. Look at this.
Like, I mentally associate it with like those cheap plastic pumpkins.
You like blue? Get away from me. What does everyone think about brown? How do we feel about brown?
I think brown's pretty solid. Like, it goes with a lot.
Look at that. Look at that.
Really good pair of brown. Makes it really easy to hide
Oh, no,
it
he's
when you
back.
share your stuff.
Okay, yeah, but the...
Okay, she's talking to herself.
He's talking very softly.
I wonder how this works. Is it only people in the same guild to prevent, you know, bad words and stuff? Because all these people in the same guild, maybe it's like protected by a guild environment or something like that. I don't know. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen though. Like someone made an add-on to add prox voice to WoW. How does that even work? Anyway, Soda sent me this and I was like, dude, if this is real, this is literally gonna be like GTA RP, except hardcore Onlyfangs edition. Like, dude, I can't wait. Like, this is actually gonna be sick. Oh, Soda's calling. Yo, what's up, bro?
I want to hear from your words why you think SSF is better. I want to hear it from you.
Hey, Soda,
and
good
your
morning.
dumb chat. I want to know. I really want to know because I don't think they even fathom. They're just, it's like the hashtag no change, SSF, like that, and they're just brain dead. You want us like to all just be a content guild and never interact with each other at all? Zero interaction. Just play the game solo. Let's see how that goes for the miskips. Like, it's so dumb. It's guild self-found. What are we even gonna buy? What is there to buy? There's almost an argument to say that guild self-found is more difficult for the sweats. It literally is, because you funnel your gear to the shitty players that can make it to 60. You've been playing this game for 25 years. Oh, SSF is the only way to we got people who click.
Good morning, Soda. How you doing, man?
Dude,
you have a good weekend?
my morning has been ruined listening to your stupid chat. They're so dumb. It's crazy.
All right. Well,
they're so stupid. What cheating are we going to do?
Okay. Well, first of all,
let's hear the arguments. I'm buckling up. Go ahead.
Okay. I was reading
I don't know if anyone
your chat too, and they all think the same, it seems. The way I think about it is no matter what, it's not SSF. So there's no like, you can group anyway. You can group for quests, and if it's too hard for someone, they can just play in a group. They can still do dungeons. It's not SSF. It would be self-found. So the solo part is just whatever. In terms of trading, I think if in theory guild self-found was 100% seal proof, as in no one could ever cheat it. It was 100% seal proof. I think it would be an okay idea in theory. I think that would be fine. My big issue with it is if we're redoing Onlyfangs under one of the large pretenses that the entire community wants to see it done like the legit way or whatever, the right way, you know, quote unquote, people don't want any type of cheating. And the only way to make sure that happens is with the buff. Now, in terms of interactions, we still have grouping for elite quests, grouping for normal quests. We have dungeon runs. At 60, I'm sure it would be open trading anyway because everyone would turn their buff off. It would more just be for the leveling process. Whenever you got a drop, it would be a little more pug. And if it was too hard, you just get into a group.
All right. So you're right. We can play with each other still. Sure. You find a BOE in the world, you will be vendoring it if you can't use it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's dumb. And the other thing that we lose is we basically lose the point system is now pretty much pointless.
Why? What changes in the point system?
Because what are we going to give people? What are they going to earn by having a point system in their race and giving a fuck about their deaths? What do they care about?
As far as I knew, it was like the slash roll when you hit max level when we raid Molten Core.
Sure. So you want the point system to only affect the one raid we do.
That's how FKP worked, right?
That is how how what worked?
FKP.
Yeah, and it was terrible. No one actually gave a shit.
So you're suggesting that
So what we're gonna fucking do, we're doing GSF, okay? We're going to have a point system, and every single week, the leading group is going to get basically a chest. We're going to determine how to distribute it. I'm going to handcraft put things in there, and I'm going to let the race argue over who gets what. There might be a Staff of Jordan in there, and you're going to want to give it to Seer or Tyler 1, who's going to die the next day. That in itself is content. I don't give a fuck to give Ompi more things or you more things. What are you going to do with it? You're going to get level 60 with this. Who cares? You guys can get 60 with your eyes closed naked. It's not hard, except some random mistakes. But to make it more fun, to make more events happen, you have to allow trading. And to make the points matter, you have to allow, like, there has to be a reward that matters during the leveling, which is 99% of this experience. 99%. If we only have a point, oh, this affects my rolls in 3 months, who cares? Who gives a fuck?
So you want
the points reset every week. So I want the points to matter during leveling. So every week there will be a chest or a bank. I think I'm going to handcraft put things in there because you're right. Fangsley's just gonna fucking cheat. The streamers aren't gonna fucking hey guys, I just logged in and I have 80 stacks of linen. I don't know how it got here. Like, what streamers are gonna do that? That's not.
Mitch logged in on his guy.
And it is fucking hilarious. I cannot wait for it to happen and I yell at them. Absolutely.
Bro, Mitch logged in and he had 4 10-slot bags and everyone was just like, bro, where'd you get those? And he's like, oh, I farmed for him off stream. And like he got found out and there was Reddit threads upon Reddit threads. It was wild.
Yes, and it's hilarious. If that happens, that's hilarious and the entire race gets punished. It's hilarious. I love that shit. But by doing SSF, we close the door to everything. And yeah, I don't want people cheating like it's a fucking Tuesday. Of course not. But I do want like some stupid fuck tried to actually get away with it. Like everyone streams. Everyone's a streamer. And if they're not a streamer, we're probably going to do a fucking purge, to be honest. We are probably swapping Discords and doing a full uproot swapping over. Like it might happen.
I mean, I told the chat it's just based on viewers. Like technically, if there's enough people, like I'm getting booted, right? Like if every 20k Andy on Twitch joins, like I'm out.
You're not getting booted. It's a matter of raid spots. Raid spots. Okay. I don't see a world where you don't have a raid spot, for example. It's hard. It's hard to see a world where you're not in. But there are worlds where fucking Savix isn't in or Goose. Fuck, I want everyone in so bad. This is the first names that came to my head. I'm trying to think of. I don't know. We've got big hitters coming in, and I don't know how it's gonna play out. No one does. Well, okay. I do know we have some big hitters.
Let me just reply on the guild self-found thing. Like I said, if it's 100% like no one cheats, whatever, I think it's a great concept. Like someone even in my stream the other day was like, what if they made like a group found thing where you could make a character and link it with just like 2 or 3 other players and trade within that group. Like I think it's a great idea, and I actually love the idea. My whole point is, the community at large wants this like done legit, and the buff is like the only way. I get it. That's the only
we bought gold and they're upset.
Right. That's the big point. Yeah.
They bought gold and they're upset, and I think they're overlooking all of the potential content ideas to voice how upset they were about us buying gold before.
I do think solo self-found has a lot of extra content angles. Like having to farm your own leather when you're engineering. And fishing. When you actually get like the right blue drop, it's just like insane versus, I got this, let me trade it to someone in the guild. And then everyone's more geared, right? Like you're right. It is fun.
However, no one's going to give you shit, Xaryu, because you don't need it.
That's fine.
So the people that want that challenge, sure. But if we want to get our Pokemains to level 60, we can't. We're on Horde, dude. Like it's fucked. Seer didn't even make it to 60 last time.
Well,
do we want to just raid with Ompies?
Well, dude, that's a bit of an over-exaggeration. Like, if we wanted Pokemon at 60, we could get into a 5-man group and make sure that not a single mob came within 20 yards of her, right? Like, it would be possible, theoretically.
I mean, yeah, I see the arguments, but the amount of content that is set on fire and put away and never accessed by doing SSF severely outweighs everything else. it's too much.
I think it's
removed.
I think it's fine, especially if the content angle is weekly chess and you want the points to matter for that weekly chess. I think in that sense, that's fine. I think the big downside is people are going to be like, oh, you know, cheating, this, that. I also think, to your point about Fangsley, I think it's 100% the right call to not include Fangsley in terms of...
yeah, well, fucking bench him. We don't need Fangsley.
Right. Well, because my point is someone in Fangsley will buy gold, and once the gold's in... I guess my point is, bro, if guild self-found is on and one person opens up, right, one person cheats, now there's gold in the guild, and then it's forever tainted. Like now there's dirty gold, right, and then there's dirty.
What are they gonna buy with it?
Well, I mean, mounts at 40, enchants, and from other guild members. I don't know, buying epics from other guild members that are dirty epics, so to speak. Like once one person kind of,
I guess,
breaks
sure,
the wall,
but like I don't think people are gonna care much about gold because we're banning the auction house.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm just saying once that wall is broken, you can't really ever go back. With the checkbox on character creation, it's just like foolproof. It's sealed.
Has Mitch Jones just ruined your trust in every streamer ever? Is this just like Mitch Jones from the depths reaching out and fucking everything? Because I don't see these streamers cheating. I mean, I see it maybe happening, but I don't see it being a problem.
Really?
No, I really actually don't see. I mean, sure, like me yelling at one person, like, you can't do that. But like, I don't see him fucking cheating. I think like the people who would be able to cheat have the viewers that are autistic enough in WoW to know and call people out when they've cheated.
All right. I mean, if we want to do that, I think your plan is great from a content angle. I think no matter what, it's going to be
like, what guild what guild is this? Is this Ompi's fucking speed run? Is this, let's just make all the big streamers play WoW and die and quit instantly?
Okay.
And haha, my game is hard. Like, that's how I feel the viewers are.
I mean, I don't think it's from that angle, from the sense that like last time. So WoW Classic is not hard. And one of the easy ways we can prove that is last time no one died pretty much. Like,
yeah, well,
the best part about
we fucking
hardcore,
farmed AQ20, etc.
But even like leveling, how many people died leveling besides Miz?
Well, they got mob tagged. No one bad at the game made it to max level without getting mob tagged.
Right. So there's a no mob tagging rule, I guess, this time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay. I guess my point is, like, normally one of the best things about hardcore is you wake up, you roll out of bed, you turn the computer on, and the whole chat is like, dude, Peo died, or like, dude, Soda died again, or like whatever. And then you get to watch their death clips, and it's content forever. It's so fun. But last year on Onlyfangs, like, no one was dying, and it was like, you're on crack.
What? No one was dying? What?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was Miz and Emmy only. Really?
No, you don't remember the Christopher Yee deaths? You don't remember the Fandy deaths? You don't remember like the fucking Anthony Kong fan deaths with the roaches? You don't remember Simply dying? You don't remember Poke dying? What are you talking about?
Those were all at 60. I think.
Even Rav died before. Sure, they died at 60 because they got mob tagged, man. We mob tagged everything.
Yeah, I think almost all of those were at 60. I guess my point is that the leveling process and dying to natural things is like a fun thing to watch.
I agree. In Guild Self-Found, there's not going to be fiery enchants to just speedrun 1 to 10.
Okay. Like, yeah, I mean, there's not
going to be. You're not going to have flurry axes.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. If the Guild Self-Found stays somewhat sealed, like I said at the start, in theory, it's awesome. If it stays somewhat sealed, no one sneaks in a fiery axe with flurry or a fiery war axe or whatever. If it stays sealed, then it's awesome. My point is, once that seal is broken, then the whole community is just like mad about like the same thing they were mad at last year, and we have one button to prevent that. But
I agree. I get that, and I understand their anger and their frustration, but I think it blinds them from the possibilities of what we can do with Guild Self-Found. There's like solo self-found. No, solo self-found. It's like the hashtag no changes, but like going way too fucking far with it.
I'll give you this, bro. If Guild Self-Found was an option in the game, and solo self-found was an option in the game, and it was like, which option in the game should we use? I would say Guild Self-Found. The only
I get it. So you just don't trust the people in the guild.
It's not that I don't trust the people
you want
in
to
the
be
guild.
able to tell. You think viewers, whether we cheat or not, are going to say we cheated.
Whether we cheat or not, they're going to say we cheated. I guess what I'm saying is I want the stamp of approval is pretty cool. To say this year we're doing solo self-found Onlyfangs versus this year we're doing the same thing kinda, except trust us, we're not cheating this time. Trust us, please. Versus this is sealed, this is stamped seal of approval. We're doing solo self-found Onlyfangs. Like,
so
you see the difference.
So are
of
we
branding?
trying to appease the people watching the content or the people that don't watch the content? Because if they literally just use their eyeballs, they will see that there's not really any cheating going on. No, there's not. Just literally open your eyes. Just look.
So I see what you're saying there. If people stream every day, so we just kind of like trust the viewers to look at every streamer to make sure they're not just like going up in gold or going up. I mean, I have a fiery.
Yes and no. Yes and no. But there's things to look for.
I mean, yeah, if someone cheats, it's going to be obvious. Like, people will be able to call it out. But
exactly. You're not going to walk in with a fiery enchant. I just happen to get this. You're not going to have enchants. I guess you could, someone be like, guys, I played last night for an hour and I swear to God, Curl Blade dropped. I swear. Like, I could see that happening. Sure. And that is a problem.
What if it actually did, though? Could you imagine? You actually logged in, you actually got an epic, and you're like, dude, I swear.
You're right. That is an actual, like, you know, what is the word? A weakness in the integrity. I see that. However, it's giving up so much content just to fill up that plug.
It is giving up the content of the weekly chest, but you gain the content of the dopamine when something actually drops. You gain the content of like when you get a bag, it's a big deal. When you get like a green, it's a big deal. Like every little piece of gear is a big deal. Like it makes everything. I mean, you've played solo self-found on that warrior like a year and a half ago, right? With the add-on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And you can cheat. You can cheat with it. I don't even know how to do it. I actually have no idea. Because I've actually never cheated, but apparently you can access the files. You can do some weird shit where the add-on doesn't track and bang.
Oh, you're saying the add-on. You can cheat
the add-on, the hardcore add-on. You could cheat it.
Oh, right. Back then you could cheat. Yeah, that's what Mitch did. That's what.
Yes, and then he tried to get away. I don't even know how to do it, but I've heard it's easy as hell.
What Mitch did is just turn the add-on off, traded the bags, and turned it back on.
No, you have to go into the files because if you do that, the add-on detects some shit.
Yeah, I don't. Regardless, with the buff, the big point about the buff is just that the whole thing is stamped to the seal of approval.
I understand the stamp, and I wish we could have the stamp. I agree.
If you think the upsides of Guild Self-Found outweigh the stamp of approval, then I'm with you. That makes sense. That's the big argument. That's literally it.
So that is like the pinnacle of the argument. Because I get that, but fuck, no, we're doing Guild Self-Found. I get it. We're still doing Guild Self-Found.
All right, I'm not because
I've also talked with I've talked with Miz and I've talked with a lot of other people, and they are so unbelievably turned off by the concept of not being able to trade with anyone. They're like, what is it, an MMO? What is this? Like, that's boring as fuck to them. But of course, WoW enthusiasts, people who've leveled in hardcore like 8 times and need to up the ante and make it harder, are going to disagree. But we're not doing this for them. They're a part of it, but it's not for them. Yeah,
that makes sense. If someone hasn't played a lot of WoW, not trading sounds weird. For someone who has played a lot of WoW, I think not trading makes it a lot more fun, right? I think you would agree that like if you played a hardcore character just off stream for fun, the self-found would probably be more fun.
I will legitimately enjoy Guild Self-Found more simply because I understand that it's solo self-found only now. Like the potential, like items are now valuable. It feels good to give things to people. If I find a Staff of Jordan, I would love to give that to someone. That in itself is fun, and it's still SSF. Like, who's gonna give me anything?
Yeah.
But I don't have the stamp of approval, and everyone in chat's gonna say you're cheating. I don't care. That's annoying.
I guess my point is whether or not you trust the streamers to not cheat, it's gonna be annoying when people call out cheating, even if it didn't happen, and we have a way to prevent that with one button click. I mean, I guess I've said that already, but I guess that's the big point.
I'll see if there can be something done. To like, I don't know, some type of stamp of approval for Guild Self-Found, right? I would love if we can make that happen. I'll see if something can. But if we can't, regardless,
How cool would it be if Blizzard, I mean, they wouldn't do this anytime soon, but at some point added a guild trade option. You can only join and leave guilds every, say, 30 days or something, and then you could trade with people in the guild. That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That'd be a
the
cool
problem
option.
is, it's like that's kind of not a lot of people are going to give a fuck about that.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe
Like, it's hard to like for streamers, it's easy, but for friends, like, yeah, let me just get my 39 other friends. Let's try this out. It's not a thing.
Yeah, fair.
So will it happen? Probably not. But I just don't want to force everyone to do SSF and then not be able to trade, not be able to interact, and be like, oh, I have to go fish for this. And yeah, fishing for it can be fun, but remember, these aren't classic WoW. Like, we can do a guild of just, classic WoW players. We'll see how that plays out for the 80th time. I think people will be super fucking impressed with, whoa, you guys played the game for 20 years. You did a guild self-found only whoa, you pulled that off? No way. I can't believe that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Well, okay. If that's your argument,
keep in mind,
board,
like,
bro.
your achievements, now that we're going to have that weekly chest, your achievements and everything you accomplish as an SSF player in the lead, pretty much, because you're in the lead. You're one of the highest levels, right? No one's going to be giving you anything. So now you do these achievements. You earn gear for the lower levels of your race to help them. So there is an actual value. It's not just like, look at my achievement. That isn't actually an achievement. It's just an add-on. Like, no, there's a point system, and it matters, and it helps the leveling for your race.
Yeah,
so there's the RP to it.
Yeah.
And then you add in the proximity voice. I don't know if you showed your chat that yet.
Yeah, I showed him this clip. It is so rad. For everyone that just tuned in, there's a basically an add-on being made, proximity voice, and you can just run up and talk to people.
Plastic pumpkins.
You like blue? Get away from me. What is he?
You fucking mute me?
No, you're good. But yeah, I was playing the clip, dude. It's
you're
so that clip is so cool, man. I can't wait for that.
C-Dink's been talking with this fucking Mocktail. He's been working on it. We are now debating whether we force everyone in the guild to use proximity voice the entire time, including raids.
Is it only people in the guild that you can hear, or just random people you walk
Only
by?
people in the guild. Only
okay,
people
that's
in the
great.
guild.
I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, someone like Rav, I guess, would just be a mute, which is fine.
Yeah. So, like, we can do that. And I don't know if you can picture Molten Core, me in the backline, healers at max range distance, barely hearing me, begging for heals.
If you want to talk to the healers, you have to like run to the back line and be like, hey guys, how you doing over here?
Yeah, so I asked him if he's able to add, like, I don't know if you've ever seen GTA RP, you can turn on like the whisper function and stuff like that. Because like it can get frustrating when you've got everyone talking. You're trying to, if I just want to talk to you, Xaryu, but I don't want to acknowledge the other 38 people, you got to lower your proximity to whisper mode.
Right, okay.
So we're going to try and get a whisper mode added. We'll see. So that's the next debate, is basically how far do we want to take proximity voice and how far do we want to utilize it. But we are going to do GSF, and everyone else can pound sand. I'm not going to listen to them. I don't care.
I think the arguments you make for GSF are great. I think from the content angle, it's great. I think just the one downside that we're
a content guild, dude. We're going to fucking RP our meetings. Like, I don't know what they think this is.
Oh man, that's going to be so great. Oh,
so we're having race leaders, and we're gonna have an actual vote for race leaders.
That's gonna be so good.
We're literally gonna have election day.
This is gonna be so. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I was telling the chat, I've been waiting like all year for this. Like, we talked in like so many months ago about this. I just like can't wait for it to be live. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be huge. I'm actually pumped too. So fuck, like, the amount of times I've just had to hold myself from talking. I think the other issue is I went on my stream and I was just so fucking excited to talk about it. Just all the different ideas. And then people saw that and they're like, oh, no, too complicated. Nah, just do SSF. It's too simple. Too complicated. Right? But it's like, it's me just being... I'm brainstorming. I'm fucking excited. Yeah. But everything's going to be flush. Everything's going to be filled out. All the add-ons are going to be simple, automated. There are some holes in the armor that you streamers could cheat. Yes, I don't think they will, and they'll probably get caught, but it is an annoyance. But the cost outweighs the words. I don't know, but you get my point.
Let me show the chat this that you sent me. So chat, this is the Onlyfangs add-on so far, and it's gonna automatically have points per race. So like trolls -100, orcs 100, and the things that you do will give you plus or minus points automatically all through the add-on in the guild. So if you do something like a quest,
you're Serena Bloodfeather.
Yeah.
Or that, what's that one bitch in Thousand Needles that I think killed you?
Dude, we're going to talk about Granka? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Leave it in the past.
So if you accomplish that quest at a lower level or a certain level, like you can't be over level,
right,
whatever, you will earn your race points.
Yep.
Those points at the end of every week will be tallied and you'll see it on that board. So you'll see a leaderboard, who's the point lead, yada, yada. The team with the most points will get access to a chest that I will probably handcraft and put gear into that you may distribute as much as you want. The race leader gets to decide. So you can give Seer a bow of searing arrows, or
Honestly,
you're
bro,
allowed to give out 5 fiery enchants. And every week the points reset.
Yeah, honestly, I think with the point system automated and like so well done like this, I think the weekly chest is going to be a really, really, really fun concept. So,
and you have to, so if you get 5 fiery enchants, you have to spend them in that week. So you can't just like build them up and save them for some shit. You got to spend them. And obviously there's things that take away points. So when people die, it affects their entire race. They will lose points as a team. If people die to drowning, they lose more points.
If someone does decide to go self-found, do they get a point multiplier? Like, can they help their team a bit more in terms of points, or does it just not matter at all?
What do you mean?
If someone's self-found, would they get any extra points or a point multiplier to like help their race?
That's to debate. Sure. I mean, like that's possible. I don't see that taking away necessarily. We could do that.
Tactics just sent me some more screenshots, guys. So you get like achievements that pop up. First,
Tactics is the one working on it mainly.
Sick. Tactics, thanks, man. This is so awesome. Milestones that pop up. First to 60. There's gonna be a log of the point system. Like this is legit. Is it gonna be done like in a few weeks? Man, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on track, he said.
They're on track. Okay, great. I'm so hyped for this, man. This is gonna be amazing.
And people are saying it's gonna be like fucking RMT chess. I mean, I'm gonna personally handcraft it, so I'm not gonna give anything that's stupid. That's just gonna break the game and like ruin the fun. So if the first week might just be, I mean, I'm not gonna have any gold myself. So it's probably gonna be whatever viewers give me, and I'm just gonna have like a viewers vault.
That can be the Fangsley contribution. They can make They can make the weekly chests.
But I'm going to be like, this is too much. That shouldn't go in there. Oh, this is great. Like I'm going to personally build it every week.
Okay, so chat. For people that are just tuning in, the way the viewers would give people stuff is only through one way. The way in which viewers would give you is if your race won for the week. So this week, Undead's at 400 points, Undead's won. The Undead race leader would win a chest. That chest would contain a few items. In that chest, the Undead race leader can then divvy it out to people that are Undeads. That's the incentive for gaining points for the week, is to get that chest to divvy out to other Undeads. It wouldn't just be a free-for-all of loot to everyone. It would be very specific, and that's your incentive to not die and earn points.
Instead, I think we're going to open the auction house and just let everyone just buy gold and do whatever they want. I think we'll just do that.
Dude, stop. What?
We'll just do that. That sounds great.
Okay, after I explained that though, everyone was like, okay, that sounds cool. I just wanted everyone to understand that to be honest, bro, this is a great system. It's a really great system. The only downside of the system is if it doesn't work and it gets cheated or something. But if it works the way it's supposed to, it actually owns. It actually farms. It'll be fun.
Yeah, if I'm completely willing to just fucking scrap everything. If it came down to it, yeah. If it's not working, but I confidently, because it's not gonna not work. It's so simple. It's just a fucking add-on that just tracks. It's literally a hardcore add-on that tracks achievements, and then there's points that are given. That's it.
So
and then
they have to like make a database to track guild points, I'm assuming.
Tactics was telling me there's only like one annoyance and issue. I don't know if they fixed it, but the first time, so the first person to find our guild, like what's like fiery enchant, you'll get points for that, right?
Right.
So the first.
Oh, I can't wait.
The first person to do this, he said that can be slightly annoying to get right. But once it's done, like it's the first, right? You don't have to worry about it anymore. So I think that has to be done kind of manually, potentially, or he needs like a bot online 24/7, some weird shit to track it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think it would be super easy to just do like achievements for your own account, but to do it guild wide, I think there has to be some type of communication to a database happening, or at least that's what maybe there's.
I don't know these things. This is above my pay grade. I don't know.
Dude. Anyway, yo, Chi-Chi's, thanks for hopping in. I think, bro, you've convinced me that if it actually goes the way you're saying, I think this is going to be awesome. It's going to be really fun.
It's literally just going to be SSF, and it's just a slight shortcut for the really bad players that you can help them. That's it.
Makes
now
sense.
you can help the bad players. That's all it is. You're
Right.
still doing, but you also don't have the stamp of approval, so you don't have that buff on your character. Like, look
Right.
at me, I'm SSF, which I can get.
It's technically cheatable, but if anyone does it, we call them out so hard that they... Dude, how about this? You publicly say if anyone cheats and you get found, people call you out, you have to restart or something like that.
I'll kick them out. They'll just be banned. I'll kick them out of Onlyfangs. And some of these people's careers depending on this.
Make that known. If you make that known, I think that'll be enough. If you make that known, if you get caught cheating,
I'll kick them out of the guild. No, if Ms. Kiff cheats, I will kick him out of the guild.
Okay. If that's fine then. I'm totally on board. If that's the repercussions for cheating.
Yeah, if
one's
that's what people want me to like, I can do that, or we can put up to a vote if they like. No, I just want make them start over. Blah blah blah. Like if they want to do that, but it's like really, why are you arguing to make the punishments less severe? Do you plan on cheating?
Personally, I did plan on cheating, but now that you say that, I'm not going to. So we'll be
okay.
good.
Well, I'm glad we got that clear. Either way. Have fun with your stream, GG's. I'm pumped. I'll see you on the 13th.
All right, GG's, peace. Okay, guys, that's a lot of updates. A lot of Onlyfangs updates. I actually think that he's convinced me that guild self-found for the content angle is the way to go. I love the point system. I love the weekly chest idea. I just don't like that it can be cheated. But if we publicly say that if you cheat and you get found, a viewer's like, dude, you didn't have that, now you do, you get kicked, no one's gonna want to cheat. So I think it's all good. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. I was an L, now I'm a W. Yeah, we shamed them publicly, right? Oh my gosh, guys, this is gonna be such a massive event, dude. I can't wait. Are you still gonna SF buff yourself? That is a good question. I did plan to SF buff myself. Maybe I won't after talking to Soda, and maybe I'll do something like this, where I won't buff myself and I won't take anything from anyone, but I will give to other players, like help other players. But if someone wants to give me something, I'll say no, something like that. I'll continue to think about it. You can't play SF with the rules, right? Because you kind of need to trade to some degree. Hell yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So like if I'm playing, a certain class and I get Staff of Jordan and I'm playing a warrior, then I would be, instead of vendoring it, I would be like, oh, hell yeah. Like we can hook someone up big. So something like that. We'll see what happens. Anyway, chat. It's going to be good.